Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today I am here to put together my May TBR. Where does time go? I seriously don't understand how we're almost in May. I will say I am in yet another very indecisive mood in terms of what I might feel like reading. I'm also filming this in mid-April to try and be a little proactive since my weekends are going to get incredibly busy over the next couple of weeks with theater dates, which is wonderful and very exciting, but it does limit the time that I have to film. So, as of right now, the only book that I know I want to be on my TBR for the month of May is the next in the Buckingham series by Anton Dubek, and that is A Dance for the King. Now, this will be book 7, I think, in the series, so I really can't tell you much of anything, except that we are continuing to follow various characters from the Buckingham Hotel as we go through World War II. When does this one take place? We left off in 1941. Aha, so we're now in 1942. And clearly they visit the Royal Albert Hall at some point in this book, and I can't wait to see how that happens. Beyond that, I really don't know what I'm going to feel like reading. So I've pulled a couple of things that I might feel like reading, and I will then show you the carryovers that I might have as well. One thing I might want to do, since I have a number of theater dates, that means I'm going to be on a lot of trains and reading ebooks on my phone while I do that. So I might be able to read the next novel in the Forsyte Saga. I made it through the first novel and the first novella, but I still have 2 novels and 1 novella to go. So I might make it through novel 2, especially because the TV series has now hit the US, and I still haven't made any progress with this since November. So I might get on that. If, however, it's towards the end of the school year, we won't end until well into June. But we all know that the end of the year is coming, and I might be just plain exhausted. In which case, I might choose to read one or both of the last 2 Half Magic books that I have to read. This is a series by Edward Eager, and I've been speaking about it for a while on my channel now. These were written in the 1950s, and they're fun children's fantasy books about ordinary children who go to ordinary houses and find random magical objects that work in a slightly quirky way. I didn't love the last one as much, but I'm hoping maybe these last 2 will be better. Since a lot of those theater dates will in fact be opera dates, maybe I will in fact get to Diva by Daisy Goodwin. This is a fictional biography of the soprano Maria Callas, not only of her career, but I'm assuming of her love life, which, from what I've heard, was quite an unhappy one. Mayhap, we shall see. Now, as I said, I am filming this in mid-April at the moment, and so I am on spring break. I am reading quite a bit. I am loving it. I am hoping it continues that way even when I go back to work next week. But I am going to put down my microphone for a moment and show you the number of books on my TBR that I still have not read yet. There they are, those right there. Now, I think I did admit last time that that was a fairly ambitious TBR, and I did not expect to get through all of them. I am fairly tired of never actually finishing a TBR. I know no one's actually holding me to it, but I still feel terrible just for my own progress. So I might actually just read some of those that I haven't gotten to yet. I do definitely, by the end of the month, want to have read Human Rights, and at least have started Noughts and Crosses. That's why those are at the top of the pile. So anything other than that could carry over into May as well if I'm feeling up for it. Of course, there are a variety of audiobooks. I might, in an effort to decrease this pile, actually start listening to The Duke's Children. I might continue on with the Emma M. Lyons series. I could listen to something else altogether. I really don't know. I'm fairly spoiled for choice at the moment in that department. I have several arcs that I want to read, chief among them being the Christian content creator Ariel Fitz has written a book. And I love her content, and I'm very intrigued to what she has to say, especially because the title is fantastic. Many of her skits end with her saying to God, I'm a see for myself, even when God has told her specifically, I do not want you doing X, Y, and Z. And she hears him out and then says, I'm a see for myself, and God holds his head. So her book is entitled, I'm a see for myself, a stubborn girl's guide to trusting God. And that feels particularly relevant. So I could end up reading that to see what she has to say. I do need to read the next in the Percy Jackson series so that my student will finally get off my back and I can make her happy. There are so many things that I could end up reading that is a fair few. And I'm just going to throw those possibilities out to the universe and see what I actually end up achieving. Let me know down below if you are reading anything special for May, if you know of any readathons coming up. That is also slightly hampering my plans, not knowing if the historical fiction readathon will be in June, knowing that Jane Austen July is coming as well. Those are all the possible reading thoughts swirling around in my head. Like I said, let me know if you are reading anything exciting, if you know of possible readathons coming up. And until next time, be safe, be well, and happy reading. Bye, everyone.